Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. What's up, y'all? Philyfli show, NFL edition, checking in here. We have wildcard weekend slash Monday coming up here. Literally, guys, this is weird for me. I don't mind the 6 games. I'm not complaining about 6 NFL games at all. I'm complaining about Monday night. Why do we gotta have a Monday night playoff game? I just don't like. Look, man, y'all can say, "Oh, I like it because it's Monday. It makes me feel." No, the reason it doesn't work is because what if the Rams or the Cardinals win and they gotta play on Saturday? That's how the scheduling works. Unless they made sure that one of these teams plays on Sunday. Even them playing on Sunday, so they still lose a day. If they play on Saturday, they lose 2 days, almost 3. So, short week, don't like it for that aspect of it. Just keep them on Saturdays and Sundays. That's all you gotta do. On the wild card weekend and the divisional weekend. That's all you gotta do for us, anyways. Alright. So, I usually really jump into some craziness where I'll do the review and then come into what I did. But this week, I wanted a shorter show, then I wanted a longer show. I wasn't going to do it. Then my buddy talked me into it. Literally was about to back out and then just kind of flung this thing together. After I flung it together and put my time into it, I realized I have a lot of picks. Like, I literally could count here. There's too many to count, man. But anyways, last week's, we got 16 games. 16 games. So on the spread, I got 9 out of 16. On the money line, I got 9 out of 16. And on that over-under, I got 10 out of 16. So for me, that's a win. That's like a push win. Like where you're like, yeah, it was still a good week. I still made some money. But it could have been better. Yeah, we all want it to be better. But we're going to jump into it here. Just thinking about the 6 times 3, that's 18. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy crap, man. There's like 40, 50 some picks here like I do every week. I'm glad I did. So what you're going to get from me here is I'm going to jump into the game and then I'm going to tell you the spread, money line over under I like, and then we're going to jump into the prop bets, aka the over unders of players' yards, they're all rushing yards, passing yards, receiving yards, or passing TDs. That's what you're going to get. You're not going to get every single player, too, because I didn't like them all. These aren't all that I like either. These are just big names, too, with some picks that I actually like. Whenever you do these over-unders like this, too, you're getting them at decent rates. If they do, sometimes the 1.5 and the 2.5 TD can go up there in the negative 200 range, depending on the player, where it's like, hey, we want to say 1.5, but he's most likely going to throw 3, but he could throw only 1. Just the odds are way better, way better. So we're going to jump into it. First game is Saturday at 3:30. We got Raiders at the Bengals. We got Raiders with a plus 5.5 underdog on the spread, which makes the Bengals negative 5.5. I'm going Bengals to cover the spread. Money line is plus 198 with the Raiders, and I'm going, and then negative 240 with the Bengals. I'm going Bengals to win the game since I got them to cover. Over under is 48, so that makes it me going over, and that is a risk right there, going over on that 48 over under. So jump into some of the passing yards for Burrow and Carr. For Burrow is 262.5 for yards. I'm going over on that. His TDs are 1.52. I'm going over on that. I didn't get you the betting odds on them, but hey, it's what I like. Put the money down. Let's get it. Derek Carr's passing yards over under is 249.5. I'm going over on that one too. His TDs though are 1.5. I'm going under because I only think he's going to throw 1 TD. That's kind of how I feel. Rushing yards, we got Mixon 74.5. I'm going over on that 74.5 all day. Jacobs is 59.5. I'm going under, thinking Jacobs kind of gets taken out the game because they'll be down. That's kind of my thinking, but also they have other running backs who can jump in. Receiving yards on that game, Tyler Boyd, 40.5. I'm going over there. T. Higgins is 65.5. I'm going under. And Jamar Chase, 70.5. That's kind of big, but I am going over there. Over on the Raiders side, Hunter Renfrow, 55.5 is his over-under. I'm going over. And Zay Jones is 44.5 on his over-under on yards. I'm going under. And Darren Waller, 59.5 on his over-under, and I'm going over for that one. So that will conclude the Raiders-Bengals edition here. Next we got Patriots at the Bills. We got Pats plus 4.5 on the spread. Bills negative 4.5. Going Bills to cover that. Money line we got Pats plus 190, whereas the Bills are negative 230. I'm going Bills on the money line there. Over under is 44 for points. I'm going under there. I think this is a defensive game where we're going to see like 20-13 win for the Bills. So that's a good one there. So we'll go to the prop bets here. Josh Allen has a 237.5 over under for yards. I'm going over. And then we got Mac Jones got 197.5 for yards. I wanted to go over, but I feel like some reason the Bills are just going to try to hold these guys to nothing. So going under there. The TDs for both of those guys are 1.5. So with Allen, I'm going over, and with Jones, I'm going under. Rushing yards over here, we got not Mike Singletary, but Singletary, I can't think of his first name, for Buffalo. 60.5 is his over-under. I'm going under there. Damian Harris is 58.5 for yards. I'm going over on that one. And then if that Stevenson guy for the Patriots runs the ball, his is 41.5 on the over-under. I'm going under there. Receiving yards here for the over-unders. You can get Cole Beasley at 33.5. I'm going over on that one. Knox for tight end for the Buffalo Bills, 29.5 is his over-under. I'm going under. Stephon Diggs, 68.5 on his yards. I'm going over on that one. And Gabriel Davis, 27.5 is his over-under on yards. I am going over on that one. And then Jacob Myers on the Patriots side, 45.5 is his over-under. I'm going over there. Hunter Henry is 30.5 on his over-under. I'm going over with that one. And you can get Kendrick Bourne, 32.5 on his yards, and I'm going over on that one too with a risk. All right. So now we'll jump into the next game, which is on Sunday, first game of the day at 12 o'clock. The Eagles at the Bucks. Plus 8.5 on the spread for the Eagles, negative 8.5 for the Bucks. I think this game is going to be really, really, really closer than what people think. I think the Bucks will struggle a bit, but I do see them winning, but I see them only winning by like 3, maybe 4. So I'm going Eagles with the points. Money line is plus 300 on the Eagles, negative 375 on the Bucks. I am going Bucks to win the game. And then the over-under is 45.5. I am going under on that one, guys. All right, so let's get to the prop bets here. We got Brady is 268.5 and over-under in yards. I'm going to risk it with the under on that one. Jalen Hurts is 195.5. I think he's going to have a better game than that, so I'm going over there. Brady at a 2.5 TD over-under. I went under there. And then Jalen Hurts at a 1.5 TD over-under. I'm going over. All right. We'll jump over here to rushing yards. I did Leonard Fournette with 58.5 on the over-under. I went over. And then Miles Sanders with 42.5 yards. I went over there. Receiving yards here for the Bucs side. Gronk at 58.5 for over-under. I went under there. Mike Evans had 56.5 on the over-under yards. I went over. And then Tyler Johnson, 32.5 for yards on the over-under. I'm thinking that's going over there because no one's going to pay attention to him. And then on the Eagles side, Dallas Goedert, 54.5 on the over-under. I'm going under. I think they lock him up. Devontae Smith, who I was told by my roommate that he's pretty sure that's his cousin who's in the NFL, which is pretty flippin' small world if you ask me. But Devontae Smith, 43.5 is the over-under, and he's got over. I'm going over on that one. And Jalen Reagor with 15.5 yards, going over, thinking he gets a catch for at least 20 yards. Dude, come on. All right, so that will conclude that game. The next game is at 3:30 on Sunday. We got 49ers at the Cowboys. +3 on the 49ers, -3 on the Cowboys. I'm going Cowboys to cover. Money line is +136 on the 49ers, -162 on the Cowboys. Again, going Cowboys because they are the home team. And 51 is the over-under. I am going under, even though both teams do like to give up points. All right. Now, get into their prop bets. We got Jimmy Garoppolo with 248.5 yards on the over-under. I'm going over. With his TDs, he's 1.5 on the over-under. I'm going over on his TDs. Then Dak Prescott is 274 on the over-under. I'm going over. And his TDs are 1.5 as well, and I'm going over. I see them both throwing 2 touchdown passes. Elijah Mitchell is 79.5 on his over-under yards. I'm going under there. Zeke Elliott is 48.5 on his over-under on yards. I'm going over there. And then I threw in Deebo Samuel with 29.5 on his over-under yards. I'm going over there, thinking he has a big run. Receiving yards will jump on the 49ers side. 50.5 for George Kittle. I'm going over. Kyle Juszczyk is a good one too. 8.5 yards is his over-under. You don't think that dude's catching a first down somewhere or 2 catches for 2 first downs? I'm going over all day on that one. That one is easy money for you guys. You should jump on that one all day. Deebo Samuel, 64.5. I'm going over. And Brandon Ayuk is 48.5. I'm going under. I would jump on that Brandon Ayuk under 48.5 all day too. Dalton Schultz on the Cowboys side, 39.5 is his over-under. I'm going over. Amari Cooper, 57.5 is his over-under. I'm going over. And then CeeDee Lamb is 62.5 on his over-under. I'm going under on that one. So that will conclude that game. And then the night game on Sunday is Steelers at Chiefs. We got Steelers plus 12.5, whereas the Chiefs are negative 12.5. I think that game's a little closer than what people think. I think the Chiefs only win by 10. So I'm going Steelers to cover with the points. Money line is plus 540 with the Steelers. Negative 770 with the Chiefs. I'm going Chiefs on the money line. The over-under is 46. I'm going under. All right. One thing I do want to say before I get into the next props of these guys, with the Chiefs money or the Steelers money line and the Eagles money line, man, I'd throw down a parlay on those two just winning. That'd be insane. If you want to really risk it for like $5, maybe $10, throw the Raiders in there too. But I don't see that one happening. I would literally go Steelers and Eagles, or even if you don't trust the Steelers enough, even though for some reason I just have a feeling they're going to do something weird. But all right, so we'll get into their prop bets. We got Patrick Mahomes, 280.5 is his over-under on yards. I'm going under on a risk there. 2.5 is his TD over-under. I'm going over. Still think he throws for 3 TDs, but you know. Then we got, big old Ben Roethlisberger. 226.5 yards on his over-under. I'm going under. I just think it's going to be it could be an ugly game for him. I'm risking the under. His TD ratio is 1.5. I'm going under there too because I don't think he even throws a touchdown. Now, this was weird. I was having trouble on the site finding rushing yards for Steelers guys. So I think that kind of means they don't know who's going to be starter or going to be in. So I just went with Patrick Mahomes. 17.5 is his over-under for rushing yards. I'm going over. And then Darrell Williams, or whatever his name is, Williams for the KC running back. He's 56.5 on the over-under. I went over. Wasn't going to do some deep diving in there. Deontay Johnson for the Steelers, 60.5 is his over-under on yards. I'm going under there. Chase Claypool is 42.5 on his over-under yards. I'm going over there. And then Freiermuth, 31.5 for his yards. I'm going over there. On the KC side, we got Tyreek Hill, 70.5 for his over-under and receiving yards. I'm going over. Travis Kelce is 69.5 on his. I'm going over with that one. And then I went with Jason Pringle. I think that's his first name, but I went with Pringle on the last one. 29.5 is his over-under, and I went over. All right. We're down to the last game, guys. I thought this would take a lot longer. I could have actually did the review. Ha, 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 ha. All right. Anyways, where is my sheet of paper? What happened to it? Oh, no. Oh, right here. All right. So, now we got the Monday night game. The one that's kind of weird that we shouldn't be doing. We should not be doing this Monday night game. But anyways, that'll be Monday night, 7:15. That's Cardinals at the Rams. Cards are plus 3.5. Rams are negative 3.5. I'm going Rams to cover the spread. Cardinals are plus 166 on the money line, whereas the Rams are negative 198. I'm going Rams on the money line, and the over-under is 49.5. Both defenses tend to give up points, so I am going over on that one. All right. We are going to jump into their prop bets. This is not going as long as I thought it was, man. It's kind of funny. All right. So then Kyler Murray, 255.5 is his over-under for passing yards. I'm going over on that one. 1.5 is his TD over-under. I'm going over. Stafford is 274.5 for his over-under on yards. I'm going over. And then his TDs are 1.5 as well. I'm going over. I expect that to be a high-scoring game. Cam Akers is 32.5. I want it to go under because I don't get why he's 32.5. But, hey, we're going over on a risk. Sony Michel, 58.5 is his over-under. I am going over. And then we got Kyler Murray I threw in there with a 37.5 as his over-under. I went over. And then receiving yards, Christian Kirk, 50.5 is his over-under and receiving yards. I'm going over. A.J. Green is 42.5 in his receiving yards, so I'm going over. Zach Ertz is 52.5, and I'm going over on those receiving yards too. Then we go over here. We got Cooper Kupp is over-under for receiving yards is 106.5. I'm going under. Odell Beckham Jr. is 44.5 is his over-under for receiving yards. I'm going under. And then Van Jefferson, 37.5 is his over-under for yards. I am going over. So again, guys, that's an insane amount of number of picks. That's an insane amount of stuff we just went over. But can someone say, playoffs? What? We're in the playoffs already? I mean, this year flew by, guys. Great year. Great NFL year. I did not get the regular season picks done because, I still had last week to somewhat review. So, yeah, I'll get those two next week. That's going to be a lot more picks because those were at, going at 40-some picks a week. So those will be up there in the thousands, with all the games. Like and subscribe. I will share this out tonight. And, while you're all ready to go put some money down on your phone and put some sports gambling bets down, Let me make you that money for the average Joes like us. All right, y'all. Get at me, Philyfli Show. Brought to you by Right Way Production Studios, and shout out to the 999. Peace out, y'all.